cash and credit card. Honestly, a lot of restaurants, unless you go to one of those that I mentioned that only accepts cash with the little vending machine for the tickets, most of them accept credit cards. And one tip I would like to give frequent travelers: if you are traveling and you want to use your credit card overseas and you're scared it's gonna get blocked by your bank, use your credit card at the airport before you leave. I don't know if it actually works or not, but it does give your bank kind of a, oh, maybe they are traveling, instead of this random person, random transaction that shows up, in Japan all of a sudden. So that, maybe you're buying something in Japan and all of a sudden you're just like, oh, my card's not working and I have no cash. It's not only Japan, it's like when you're traveling in general, I do recommend using your card at the airport at least once. So you could call your bank ahead of time, but if you're like me, if I'm like you and you're like me, I don't like phone calls, so... But if you want to be really, really for sure that your card is gonna work overseas, then it's probably safest to call them. But if you're like me, I just buy, a little candy or something I'll eat on the flight. Yeah, and honestly, if you run out of cash, there are like 7-Eleven ATMs and stuff where they take foreign debit cards and you can withdraw money from your account, etc. So it's not the end of the trip if you forget to bring enough cash or whatnot. A bunch of cards don't have fees with the 7-Eleven ATM, so be aware of that. Speaking of that, I forgot to mention one thing with the IC cards. You could even use IC cards like Suica cards on train machines, but don't do that because you might not have enough money to go home. You might not have enough money for the train home. You will run out of money very fast. Also, I guess like basic essentials, toiletries and stuff. If you forget, your toothpaste, toothbrush, honestly a lot of the stuff is in the konbini. They're very convenient. And if you happen to be a little tight on your wallet during the trip, I suggest you look up some grocery store / supermarkets. They're basically like, normal supermarkets, beefed up konbini somewhat. But they do have a bit of cheaper stuff. Their prices are usually lower. So you could go search for a grocery store on Google Maps. It's good. I don't know if it actually works or not, but it does give your bank kind of a, oh, maybe they are traveling, instead of this random person, random transaction that shows up, in Japan all of a sudden.